Day 55 of 100 Days of Cross Stitch. Alright, it's time to tackle French knots. I've had the idea for this square for ages, but I've been putting it off because I just feel like it's going to take ages, and I didn't want to do it. See all of those dots? They're going to be French knots. Wish me luck. I'm going to show you how I do them, and I'll make sure I slow the video down so you can get a proper look. And let's take note of the time as well. We're starting at 1:50. Everyone place your bets for how long you think 120 French knots are going to take. Okay, so you can see here I'm using 2 strands, and the first thing you're going to want to do is anchor the thread onto the back of previous stitches, and that's so the French knot can actually stay in place. And I'm breaking a very traditional rule that you're not supposed to tie knots in the back of a cross stitch, but technically a French knot isn't really cross stitch, it's more of an embroidery stitch. We just kind of borrow it every now and then. But remember, who cares about those old-fashioned rules? Because repeat after me, the back of my cross stitch is none of my business. Okay, so now the thread is secure, you're free to get started. And the basic instructions are, come up through the hole as far as you can go. Now hold the thread taut with your left hand and hold the needle in your right hand. Now wrap the thread around the needle 3 times. Now don't release the grip of your left hand. Keep that thread taut or else it's all going to unravel. This is very important. And now, while you're holding it taut with that left hand, use your right hand to guide the needle back through the fabric. But don't go through the same hole that you came up in. You need to go just underneath the hole. You'll have to stab through the fabric like a regular sewing needle. It looks like I'm going back through the hole, I know, but there's a tiny little thread of fabric that's in between. This is going to feel very unnatural as a cross stitcher, but remember how I said this technically isn't cross stitch? So now push the needle through the fabric, still keeping the thread tight in your left hand. Now you can move your right hand to the back and pull the needle and thread the whole way through, but gently. Don't pull too hard, make sure you go slowly. And while you do this, you are slowly releasing your grip on the thread in your left hand while you're pulling it through. And you can use your left hand finger to hold the knot in place, which is not strictly necessary, but it makes me feel better. And that's it. You've done a French knot. If you pull too hard, the entire knot will be pulled back through the fabric. So we're going slowly and gently. So let me slow it down for you again. Pull the thread tight with your left hand, wrap the thread around the needle 3 times, push it back through the fabric just below the hole and pull it into the knot while you release the pressure of the thread. You might need to watch this 40 times, but that's okay. You're telling your brain to do multiple things at once, so it's really fiddly to pick up for the first time.